How's everybody doing? This is just your average schmo, back once again. It's been a little while. Wasn't real sure when I did my last video of when my next video would be, but here we are. Today is Tuesday. We're about 2/3 through February right now, aren't we? Just cruising right along, huh? Had a little bit of warmer weather today. Well, warmer than it has been. We were above freezing, not really warm, but we'll take what little bit we can get, right? I'm inch our way up and get back into that 70-degree weather. That's what I'm looking forward to. But I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I know it's kind of the beginning of the week still, but you know what? Just keep pressing forward. We'll eventually get to the weekend again. I myself have got kind of a busy week this week. 3 of our locations have their like audits or inspection type things going on this week. So I'm in process of putting in a little bit longer days all this week to do some minor repair things here and there, tiles, so forth and so on. So a little bit longer days, but it's all right. Other than that, how's everybody doing? Good? Glad to hear. I am here today to bust open the new Horrorpack Blu-ray. So this would be the one for February. If you don't know what Horrorpack is, allow me to explain. Horrorpack is a monthly subscription box that deals with horror movies. They have 2 different versions. They have the Blu-ray version. They have a DVD version. The Blu-ray version is $24.99 a month. The DVD version is $19.99 a month. I believe it, and it's with, I think it's with free shipping. Don't quote me on that. I think about it. I'll leave, when I leave a link below, I'll specify whether that's plus shipping or whether that's with free shipping, because I can't remember. There's a couple different things I get, so I can't remember which is which. But I know the prices are right. $24.99 for Blu-ray, $19.99 for DVDs. And what you get is you get 4 Blu-rays or 4 DVDs. And the great thing is, if you're really being adventurous, because they don't send the same Blu-rays or the same movies on Blu-ray as DVD each month, you can actually subscribe to both and get 8 different movies each month. 4 on Blu-ray, 4 on DVD, if you choose to do so. Why not? What the hell? Normally, one of the DVDs, or in my case, one of the Blu-rays, is going to be a limited edition Blu-ray. And that could be a couple of different things. It could be a movie that actually has been released and has been out, but they have kind of a new, not necessarily a new version of the movie, but a new version of the Blu-ray that has something exclusive on it. Maybe some extra behind-the-scenes stuff. Maybe it's got different cover art. There's something limited edition about it to where it makes it where you can only get that version through Horrorpack. Or it's an actual movie that was produced. Again, normally it's not going to be like major blockbusters or anything like that. But, these kind of independent movies that might have been actually produced to be released on Blu-ray through Horrorpack. Or it might have been a movie that was just done by an independent movie studio who decided to release that movie as a limited edition through Horrorpack. So there's a couple different things that can make it a limited edition through Horrorpack, both Blu-rays and DVDs. But normally one of them each month is a limited edition. Let's see, what else? Oh, occasionally, I'm pretty sure it's only been one time I'd have to go down and look through all my Blu-rays. But I think there was one time when it was actually, the limited edition was actually signed by somebody with the movie, either director or producer or one of the cast members. I can't remember what it was. But so once in a while they do that, once a blue moon. I don't think they do that very often. And I think they kind of give a heads up of when they're going to do that. But any other questions you have about it can easily be answered by going to their website, which I will leave a link below to the Horrorpack website, so you can go on check it out for yourself. And if you're a horror nut like I am, subscribe. I have yet to be disappointed. I think there's only been maybe once or twice. I think I've been getting this for, I want to say, almost a year now. I think there's only been like twice where I got movies that I already had. But in one of those cases, I think the movie, I had it on DVD, so I decided to sell the DVD and then keep the Blu-ray version. It's always packaged very well. It's in the perfect size box. There's just a little bit of space on the inside. Nice box to reuse for shipping purposes. And then they actually put it inside a bubble mailer inside the box. So very little chance of your DVDs or Blu-rays getting damaged. First one. Show you first. Tilt it to where there's not much glare. What do we got? Ooh. This is called Yummy. Facelifts, Boob Jobs, and Zombies. The Extra Yummy Collector's Edition. I do love my zombie movies. Even like the complete, like, cheesy ones with crappy effects and stuff. I still love it. If it's zombies, I love it. But this actually, just judging by the cover, and like the screen on the back there, this looks like it's going to be pretty gory. Hell yeah. I love my zombie movies. So here we go. First one out of the gate. Yummy. The Extra Yummy Collector's Edition. Sweet. Number 2. So it says Werewolf. Survive the Dogs of War. Okay, this is the Horrorpack Limited Edition Blu-ray. It's like summer 1945, so obviously this takes place during World War II. Temporary orphanage is established in an abandoned palace surrounded by forests for the night. Children liberated from the Gross Rosen camp. Former inmate becomes a guardian. After the atrocities of the camp, the protagonist slowly began to regain what is left of their childhood. But the horror returns quickly. Camp Alsatians roam the forest around. Yeah, I don't know. So, looks like it's a werewolf movie, obviously. So it has to do with like a orphanage of children, kind of out in the middle of nowhere during the war. They were liberated from looks like a concentration camp, maybe. And they have an inmate that is watching over them, and then pretty much all hell breaks loose again when they start dealing with the carnivores that are roaming around. I do like werewolf movies too, although in my eyes, the 2 werewolf movies that nobody will ever beat and I'm sure there are probably people that disagree with me on this. First one is American Werewolf in London. Absolutely my top favorite werewolf movie, without question. And then I also am a really big fan of Dog Soldiers. I really liked that movie. I mean, there are other good ones, don't get me wrong, like Wolfen is a good movie, Howling is a good movie. But, yeah, American Werewolf in London for me is, if somebody told me you had to pick one werewolf movie, and it's the only werewolf movie you could ever watch again, it'd be American Werewolf in London. But we'll watch this one and we'll see how it stacks up. Number 3. Ooh, this is shiny. We've got, what do we got? It's like kind of like a pentagram type thing on the front. Yeah. Panic. Sacrifices Must Be Made. Starring Haley Griffith, Ruby Modine, Jerry O'Connell, I know him, and Rebecca Romaine. I know her. From the author of My Best Friend's Exorcism. Gory, funny, self-aware, and unique. Cool. So that'll be another good one. I do get a kick out of the kind of the funny, gory movies too. You know, the scary ones that are meant to have a kind of a comedy take on them. Shaun of the Dead being one of the top ones for me. And number 4, Blu-ray, and this month's. Oh, this is already. See, this is one I actually already have. And I'm pretty sure I have it on Blu-ray. If I don't, I'll get rid of my DVD and I'll keep the Blu-ray. But this is the theatrical take on The Lost, which is a novel by Jack Ketchum. If you're also a horror fan when it comes to like novels and the literary word, if you haven't picked up anything by Jack Ketchum and read it, do yourself a favor before you watch the movie. Like if you haven't seen this, before you watch the movie, read the book first. Because as with most things, not knocking the movie, I enjoyed the movie. This movie is a great movie, and it's a great take on the novel. But for me, like the literary version, you know, actually the original like novel, compared to a movie that's based on that or done of a novel, to me they're two different entities. I look at them through kind of different glasses, if you will. So I can enjoy them both the same separately from one another. But if I was forced to compare one or two, more times than not, I'm going to go more towards the novel. Just because the human mind can paint a better picture than any cinematographer can. Now, I'm not taking away from, you know, the creative geniuses that do movies, you know, the cinematographers and the special effects artists and, you know, lighting and, you know, all those things, all those elements that make movies what they are. That's why movies are so great and why I have such a shit ton of them, because I love watching movies. But it still doesn't compare to actually sitting down and reading a book and doing that all in your head. You know, and a good book can pull you in so much deeper and give you so much more insight and take you on such a bigger journey than any movie ever can. You know, and part of that is just because of how the mind works. You know, our mind is so intricate that it can it can do things and make pictures that in reality aren't possible on film. You know, because on film you can only show so much at one time, but in your mind you can see just about anything. You know, plus I think the mind is just it becomes, you know, when you're picturing it in here, you can put so much more detail. And of course, you know, then the time constraints too. You know, with a movie, you know, if you're going to take a 300-page novel and adapt it to, say, even a 2-hour movie, you're going to have condensed some shit. All right, you're not going to be able to film it page for page, word for word, not even close. You're going to have to cut it into like thirds. You know, if you're lucky, you'll be able to get like a third of the book in your movie. So different things. But, you know, different strokes for different folks. Some people, you know, if you don't like to read, obviously, then movies are the way to go. But I myself, I love to read. I just wish I had more time to do it. But that's not knocking the movie. Like I said, I love the book. I always enjoy reading books. But I do like seeing the movie adaptation of books. Especially one by Jack Ketchum, because this is a really good story. So, do yourself a favor, if I could talk, and check out Jack Ketchum, The Lost, any of his other books that he's done, and then check out the movie. But, yeah. So I'll go down, I'll look when I go downstairs. If I have this on DVD, I'll keep this Blu-ray. If what I have is Blu-ray, then I'll just keep this sealed, and then I'll just probably throw it up on my Mercari. And honestly, because I technically paid, say I paid $25. Again, I'll have to check and see if it's shipping, because if there was shipping costs, then I'll include that in the overall cost. But let's say it was $25, so you're looking at $6 1/4 is basically what I paid for this. So I'll probably sell it for like $10. That's a pretty good deal for Blu-ray. But that's it. All right, recap real quick. We got Jack Ketchum's The Lost. We have, looks like this might have been more of a bigger release, just based on how fancy the packaging is, and you know the fact that it's got Rebecca Romaine and Jerry O'Connell. Jerry O'Connell is not like, you know, he does a lot of like independent film and TV and stuff like that too. But you know, they're just like more known names, I guess. You know, compared to, you know, some of the ones you might find in some of these other movies. You know, if you say Rebecca Romaine, most people are going to know who you're talking about. So, Panic. And then we have the Horrorpack Limited Edition Blu-ray for this month, which was A Werewolf, Survive the Dogs of War. And the last one was Yummy, and this was the Extra Yummy Collector's Edition. It looks like it's going to be a very killer, pun intended, zombie flick. So out of the 4, that'll probably be the first one I watch, because I love zombie movies. But that's it. Like I said, check out the link below so you can go to a Horrorpack, check out everything they have to offer. Again, Blu-rays, $24.99 for 4 Blu-rays each month, or $19.99 and get 4 DVDs each month, or subscribe to both and you'll get actually 8 different movies, because they don't do the same DVDs as Blu-rays. So, if you're a horror nut, do yourself a favor, check out Horrorpack. Everybody have a wonderful evening. You know, stay safe and stay healthy. I like to say that every time. I know there's a number of people out there that, you know, anymore that do say that in their videos at the end, in some incarnation or another, and I think it's something that we all could stand to, not only to try to abide by and keep in mind, but also to just say to each other. You know, because this day and age right now, it's not, things aren't as carefree as they were. We have to be on our toes just a little bit more right now, at least for the time being. Hopefully we'll get back here soon. Maybe at the very least by the end of this year, we'll get back to a little more carefree time, if you will. And hopefully have some freaking concerts. I actually saw, speaking of concerts, one of the groups that I'm actually a fan of, that I want to say, I think I've seen them once. But, well, technically I've seen them twice, because I saw them once live. I want to say it was around New Year's, maybe. Was it around New Year's? Or maybe it was actually St. Patrick's Day this past year. I don't know, but I saw them do a concert. Well, actually, I didn't see the live stream, but I saw they did a live stream concert, and I saw the replay of it. So it wasn't live; it was Memorex. You youngins probably won't understand what that means, but us old folks would recognize that from the commercial right there. But yeah, anyway, there was a band called Flogging Molly, almost, I want to say they're kind of like traditional, like Irish / punk. They got a very unique sound to them. But I saw where they're actually going to be doing a live stream concert from one of the prominent pubs in Ireland on St. Patrick's Day. And I'm thinking about maybe buying a ticket. And hopefully I'll be able to stream it and watch it on the big screen downstairs. It'll be almost like being actually at the concert. And I won't have to pay, $15 for a beer. But, yeah. So I'm thinking about doing that. I'll keep you informed if I do. And then maybe I'll do a review. A little review video after that concert. If I happen to get it, stream it, watch it, enjoy it. Rock on like I'm actually there. Maybe I'll do a little video and give my take on just how incredible it was. Of course, it'd be, obviously it'd be more incredible to actually, see, like, actually in person. I want to say I saw him once. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. Oh, did they ever play like Lollapalooza or Ozfest maybe? I'll have to look into that, because I'm almost positive I actually seen him live one time. Like, actually, like, in person. But I could be wrong. I could be thinking of somebody else. Alright, well, that's it. Before I start rambling even more, again, everybody have a great night. And don't know when my next video. I would think my next BAM box should be coming here soon. I haven't gotten the shipping notice for it yet, but I do know that they were talking about they were starting to ship them out. So hopefully, maybe sometime this week I'll get the shipping notice. It means maybe next week I'll actually have that in hand to do a video for that. Best way to know, though, do me a favor, like this video if you enjoyed it. But even if you didn't, you know what? I'll probably do videos you will enjoy. I'd like to think so. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so you will know right away when I put a new video up. That's all I got. So, for just your average schmo, that's me. See ya.